against my father's instructions just because I didn't want you to feel bad. And you have the guts to tell me I am being a bitch about everything. Emeka, it is your mother that is the bitch.
You are the victim here, and you survived.
If you are going to leave your father's house because of a guy, ensure that at least 1 or 2 people know exactly where you're going. Drop the contact somewhere. We don't like to hear stories like the one you just saw now in EJ Musa. We have Crystabel Goddy here. She's a young talented actor who starred in an Africa award-winning movie and several other movies, including Nigerian Prince, which I will talk to her about. It is great to have you. You are welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So while we're talking just before now, you became an actor by accident. And a number of people have that story. Did you always want to be an actor?
Yes, I would say so, because I remember just before I moved to Lagos, I had a job, okay?
Move from where? What job?
I used to do HR in an oil and gas firm.
Okay.
So I read geophysics.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but then, you know, I'd always wanted to be on TV, and it was tinsel at the time. So I remember I used to take flights all the time and come here for auditions and stuff like that.
You would fly for auditions?
Yeah. That was how much I wanted this. And then, sadly, whenever they would call me, I would, you know, be working. And, you know, the thing with having a job...
You got some callbacks, and you will still be at work.
Yeah, so... And then the lie I would tell them was, oh, I was sick. So I couldn't, you know, keep up with the lies, because, of course...
Yeah, becoming too sick.
And, you know, acting is a demanding job, very jealous profession. So, because sometimes you are required to be, you know, on location for 3 weeks or a month or even longer.
And so you left your 9 to 5, relocated to Lagos just because you wanted to act?
Yes. Call me crazy. What's okay? That's a good crazy.
Is it financially viable? Has it been financially rewarding so far? Did you, looking back in retrospect, did you make the best decision for yourself financially?
Financially, to be very honest, I would say I'm not there yet. I think even the Genevieve will tell you. That's why every actor has another hustle, especially in Nollywood, in Nigeria. It's different. So there is hardly an actor who doesn't have, you know, a side hustle. Okay. Yeah.
So you have to put something there. Now let's talk about Nigerian Prince. The movie, I think it was a foreigner who, somebody who made mention of the movie, and that was the first time I heard about it. I was like, okay, I'll check it out, but I have not checked it out. But then it has had quite good reviews. Let's talk about Nigerian Prince. How did you get in contact with that particular production, and how did that production go?
Okay, so when I came into Lagos first, I used the first 2 years to attend auditions so that it would enable me understand the environment, the industry, network with people. So that was how Nigerian Prince happened. I got invited to the closed audition. Okay. So that's the benefit of going out and networking. People get to find the talent, you know, and you put yourself out there. People get to know you. They hear about you. They see your works. So that's how I got invited. And so there was a casting. There was a casting director here, a Nigerian, an actor, and she did her bit with her crew, and the videos were sent, you know, to the US, and that's where I was picked, because I was told that, you know, by the director. Yeah, because you have quite a number of movies on Netflix. Let's just talk about the synopsis, because that's quite a movie. Nigerian Prince, what's it? I know we know when it's a Nigerian Prince, we know, I think, you know, scam and all of that. But let's talk about the synopsis here. What's Nigerian Prince all about? You said it all. It was about fraud. Yeah, it was about the guy, you know, in the picture who came in from the US. He had never been in Nigeria, but he's Nigerian, you know, and then he was visiting. I played the role of his family friend, you know, and then he was visiting his aunt for the first time, and then he got in touch with this cousin of his who lives a reckless life, and that was how he got introduced. You know, to fraud. Now that movie has had rave reviews, I think, to the most of my knowledge. You were also in, is it Lost or Last Okoroshi? The Lost Okoroshi. The Lost Okoroshi. Yeah. So in some quarters, I feel like some people, a lot of people really went after the movie and all of that. How do you handle negative, or let's say, negative criticism? You know, how do you personally handle it? If it's a movie project you're in, or if it's to you as a character in a movie? If it's to me, then it means, for instance, if I played a mean role, and... No, this is not about being mean, no. Okay. So there's affective fallacy. So, for instance, I would not see a patient who's awkward and say, you're a bad actress. I love, you know,
Affective fallacy, when you're so good at being, in a particular role. But I mean, when somebody says the quality of your job, have you ever, had such, thrown at you, maybe online or in person, doubting the quality of your work?
Of my acting?
Yes, of your acting.
I haven't had that so
You
far,
haven't?
thankfully.
Interesting.
I haven't.
Is that, wow.
Here.
Okay, that should be a first. That should be a first. So then, when it comes to roles and all of that, how do you set yourself up?
However, sorry to
okay.
However, I've had criticisms, during the audition process.
Okay.
I would be the one to ask, the director, did you like it and stuff like that. Just
and then
before
they tell you what they don't like.
Yeah, just before the main work is out.
Okay, and then you probably use that and get yourself better. Okay, now let's talk about challenging roles and all of that. What do you think you're most comfortable with? What kind of role would challenge you? What would you like to do if you were to cast yourself in the perfect movie for Crystabel? What kind of role would it be? What movie would it be?
I would like to be in a series like Game of Thrones.
You went there. Game of Thrones.
Honestly,
that is strong.
And I see myself playing, what's her name? Oh, don't do that.
Khaleesi?
Definitely Khaleesi is on the table.
Okay.
And the main lady who was sleeping with her brother.
Cersei, Queen Cersei.
So I see myself trying that out.
What is the most you've ever done in preparation for a role? Because, these guys, they could go months getting themselves in shape, going to workouts or fight trainings and all of that. What's the most you person have ever done in preparation for a role?
Currently, I'm trying to put on 2 or 3 kg for a role that I'm being cast for.
That will be a challenge.
So I think that's going to be like the most challenging because I've been like this all my life.
Yes, I mean, looking at you. So what's your diet like? What are you doing differently?
Are you really going to go there?
Yes, I am going to go there. What are you doing differently?
I'm trying to eat every other thing that I ordinarily, because I'm a pro-health,
pro-health.
fitness junkie and stuff like that. So these days I'm a bit, laid back with
trying to get, because you've seen that's one that's very prominent. I remember Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, who had to lose weight drastically. We've had people, Mark Wahlberg, they lose the ad, Kristen Bale, they lose the ad, all because of the job. So would you eat unhealthy, something that goes against your ideals or your beliefs? Would you eat unhealthy to pack up that weight for a role?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, I will.
Now, that's quite interesting. Okay, moving on from that, let's see. We'll get back to that eating part later. But let's see now, what are the projects you have on the horizon? What are you looking forward to? What is in store for Crystabel and those who love her fans? What should they look out for?
Quite a lot. I'm waiting for a callback from this closed audition I attended. Something for Africa Magic. And then the other one, the one I mentioned early on, where I'm trying to add weight for it. It's an international job. We're going to be filming in Lagos, Cameroon.
Have you ever already gotten the role? Or are you doing that before? Okay. So if you don't hit your target with the weight and all that, what will happen?
I will hit my target.
If you don't.
I will. It's not an option.
It's not an option.
No.
Okay.
I've even had to, so there was, before the COVID, there was a project I was meant to go on. It's not happening yet, due to COVID and stuff. And I had to go learn karate.
You had to learn karate?
And relearn swimming.
Okay, so you can fight now as it is now.
You want to try?
Nice. Okay, yes, wishing you all the best. Let's have a sneak peek of something you've done, and we'll do something about that feeding part. Let's see if Chef Katie can put up some pounds, add some pounds to what you have already.
Okay.
I found a place for the 3 of you.
I really appreciate all of your help, sir. Thank you. Mama treated us so well. My siblings and I were beginning to feel loved and protected again. Then this.
What brings you this time?
The kids are starving.